So the problem is continuous max and min problem using the divide and conquer approach. What do I mean by continuous max and min problem? I have a given list of elements, say A, which is having some elements. I'm just taking a random example. It can be a list of n elements, I'm saying. So in this list, I want to find the minimum element. What do I do? Whatever my array is, I will be running a loop from I is equal to 1 till n beginning, and then if say some minimum is equal to initially array of I, yeah, array of 1, what will I be doing? I will begin from 2, and then I will check minimum less than, if minimum is greater than array of I, then what should be done? Minimum value should be replaced by array of I, and this loop should continue. That's it. At the end, you can print the value. This is the only algorithm you need to know for knowing the minimum of the list. Yes or no? So
Yes, ma'am.
how many number of comparisons happened? In a list of n elements, how many comparisons?
N times we compared.
No, we did not compare n times. Please see again.
N minus 1, sorry.
We are comparing exactly n minus 1 times. N minus 1 comparisons are required to find out the minimum. अपने आप से तो compare करना नहीं पड़ेगा ना. So for a given list of
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
we have to compare n minus 1 times for finding the minimum. Similarly, for finding the maximum, we will have to repeat the same procedure. Instead of finding minimum, if I have to find the maximum, only the sign will change here, and we can find maximum in a given list using the same procedure. Only the sign changes. If max is less, then change the value of max, and again n minus 1 comparisons are required. Now if I want to find maximum and minimum simultaneously, it is a continuous max-min, matlab simultaneously I am trying to find maximum and minimum in the given list. In that case, how many number of comparisons will happen? N minus 1 plus n minus 1 comparisons will happen in simple. Minimum find करने के लिए और maximum find करने के लिए.
Yes, ma'am.
That is 2n minus 2 comparisons will happen. The number of
Yes,
comparisons.
ma'am.
If you see, the complexity by basic method is also coming out to be of the order n only for this problem, but number of comparisons is 2 into n minus 2. So we try to solve this problem using divide and conquer approach, and we try to see whether or not is there effect on the time complexity of the algorithm. I hope the problem is clear.
Ma'am.
हाँ बच्चे.
Ma'am, why will it be 2n minus 2? I mean, just in one iteration, as in just with n minus 1 comparisons, we can find both minimum and maximum.
We cannot find with n minus 1 comparisons, beta, because if I am running a for loop, I was not saying that for loop is the number of comparison. I will again repeat. If I am running a for loop from I is equal to 2 to n, right, I will be running if minimum is greater than a of I, then change the value of minimum to a of I, and I will be again running if maximum, I will be running this also, is less than a of I, then I need to change the value of maximum. So the number of comparisons that are happening within this for loop is n minus 1 plus n minus 1. The number of comparisons, I am repeating again, that will happen to simultaneously find out the maximum and minimum within a given list will be n minus 1 times. The for loop is running only n minus 1 times, that is correct, but the number of comparisons are individual, so the number of comparisons is n minus 1 plus n minus 1. Am I now clear?
Yes, ma'am, I understood. Thank you.
So total it is 2n minus 2 number of comparisons. If I am trying to do this simultaneously. So now let's see what is another divide and conquer approach that can be used to find out the minimum and maximum simultaneously. So again, I have to break the problem into two halves. then I am just trying to, what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to break the list into two halves. Supposedly list is starting from P and ending till R, just taking an example. So I want to find a mid, so that first list is P to mid and second half is mid plus 1 till R. So I'm breaking the list in two halves. I will again break the list in two halves, again break the list till only a single element is left. I will find minimum maximum in each half. अब अगर फर्स्ट हाफ का एक मिनिमम है और सेकंड हाफ का एक मिनिमम है, I just need to compare which is the minimum and then I can finally say what is the minimum of both the halves. Can I say that?
Yes, ma'am.
So using this divide and conquer approach, we will later on see what is the complexity. First of all, let's see the algorithm using the same approach. So I will be dividing the list, recursively calling the procedure, and I will be finding the minimum and maximum simultaneously. So I am calling the max-min on a list A running from P till R, and I want minimum and maximum, say, which are also passed or which will be returned back. So initially there is no minimum and maximum value. We will be calculating it. So if first thing that we are having within this function is, if I am having P is equal to R, that means only a single element is there. If P is equal to R, then if only a single element is there, then minimum and maximum both are that element only. Both will
Yes,
be
ma'am.
that element. So maximum is equal to minimum is equal to A of P or A of R. It is one and the same thing. So first condition is,
ma'am.
yes dear.
Ma'am, can you just repeat the question? I joined in late.
I am again saying we are trying to find the minimum and maximum in a given array at the same time. For that, we are now using divide and conquer approach. First thing, if there is only one element in the array, P is equal to R is equal to 1 only. In that case, maximum and minimum is that element itself. First case, single element in the array. We have divided it till we have reached the single element. The next case, that means else if, in case P is not equal to R, that means there are more than one elements. Then we have to check if there are two elements. In case there are two elements, in that case, P is equal to R minus 1. So next condition is if P is equal to R minus 1. There are two elements in the list. I only need to compare them and I will be getting maximum and minimum. So in this case, I will again be having a nested if. If first element is greater than the second element, then first element is the max, second is the minimum. Then maximum is the first element and minimum is the second element. Else, if first element is not greater, that means second would be greater. Else, maximum is the second element and minimum is the first element. If the list is greater than two elements, then I need to divide the list and then conquer. Am I making myself clear here? Either single element
Yes,
or two elements. Single element के केस में maximum and minimum are same. Two elements के केस में we have done this much number of comparisons. Now, if there is another else, इसका मतलब कि there are more than two numbers in the list. So I will be rubbing the board and reusing in case you people have noted it down. Can I erase this and write the next part of the algorithm?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. So after we have checked that it is a list of a single element or a list of two elements, next what we are doing, else means it is a list greater than two elements. In that case, I will be calculating a midpoint. What is midpoint? P plus R by 2. Midpoint is P plus R by 2. It is technically the floor value in case we will be taking, in case we are taking integer in C or C++, it will automatically take the floor value only. So now we need to call the min max again. So max min we are calling again. Now in this we are passing are all the variables, which is A, starting point is P, next is mid, P से लेके mid तक के लिए we are calling, and here we are also passing min and max. We are requiring then max and min. Please recall. I hope now it is visible. And I am again calling this max min for the next list, which is starting from mid plus 1 and running till R. And I am again having min 1 and max 1 supposedly for these. So I am having a separate min 1 for minimum and maximum for this. So whatever will be returned, I am assuming when min 1 or max 1 may return hoga is wali call se. After the call for these two are over, I will be having minimum from this list and maximum from this first half, और second half का maximum और minimum होगा. Now I need to compare, conquer करने के लिए approach को what I need to do? I need to check whether the minimum from the first list is greater than the minimum from the second list. If minimum from the first list is greater than the minimum from the second list, then minimum should be equal to the second list minimum. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
And else minimum is already minimum, so I need not change. For maximum also I need to check if maximum is greater than max. If maximum for second list is greater than the maximum for first list, then max value has to be made to be equal to the second list value. And after these are done, when entire procedure is over, what I will be getting is the final minimum and max. This is divide and conquer here. Divide and conquer kab hoga? When the list is greater than 2 elements, and I will be ending the procedure here. So divide and conquer approach, this is my divide and this is my conquering part. So if you want, I will just take a small example and make you understand what we are doing over here, and when the algorithm is running, what is happening. Supposedly I am having a list A of some elements which are having say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 elements are here. So initially when max min is called, P is equal to 1, R is equal to 5. Initially when max min is called, you are passing A, you are passing 1, 5, and you are having a max and min here for this particular problem. So when you are passing this, P is not equal to R, first if is false. P is not is equal to R minus 1 also. That means we will be calling max and min, we will be calculating mid. Mid is 1 plus 5 by 2, it becomes 3. Mid is 1 plus 5 by 2, it becomes 3. 0 se start hota, so it would have become 2, does not make a difference again. If it is 3, I am calling for this half initially and this half. So max min will again be called recursively from 1 till 3, and a max and min is here again. It is a recursive call. They are separate parts of the, they are separate temporary variables and not the same. And I am again calling max min for A, which is running from mid plus 1, which is 4, till R, which is again 5, and I am having max 1 and min 1. So पहले हम इस कॉल में जाएंगे. When I am going here, 1 is not equal to 3. 1 is not equal to 3 minus 1 also. Again we need to break. So this is again broken. It is broken in 1 plus 3 by 2, so mid becomes 2. Then it is broken in this half and this half. When it is broken in the first half, the max min call के second if else में आप जाएंगे. Since 5 is less than 20, that means this 5 becomes the minimum here. Minimum is 5 and max becomes 20. 5 becomes minimum and max becomes 20 for the first call, which is running from 1 to 2. P is equal to 1, R is equal to 2 वाली कॉल के लिए. फिर हम गए जहां P और R दोनों 3 है, तो मैक्सिमम भी 10 है, मिनिमम भी 10 है. When we return here, then we are checking minimum with minimum. So max 1, min 1. This is 10 and this is also 10. Now I am checking minimum 5 is not greater than 10. That means minimum remains 5. 20. I am checking 10 is not greater than 20. Maximum remains 20. So out of 1 to 3, it remains, minimum remains 5, maximum remains 20. So from this minimum and maximum ki values from this call, we are getting 5 and 20. Then when I am calling max min max on 4 to 5, now 4 is not equal to byte, but 4 is equal to 5 minus 1. So it is the second if statement. In that case, I am checking 15 less than 50. That means max becomes 50 and min becomes 15. After coming out from these two recursive calls, I will again be checking if minimum, that was earlier minimum, sorry, I've written opposite. If minimum, which is 5, and maximum, which is 20, if minimum is greater than the minimum 15, this condition is false, so minimum remains 5. Then I will be checking next condition if maximum of second, which is 50, is greater than the maximum of first, which is correct. That means maximum becomes 50. After the entire procedure has run, I have got 5 to be the minimum and 50 to be the maximum. So this I have got. I hope the procedure is clear to all of you. There is no doubt in the procedure at all.
How we
Yes,
find
ma'am.
out max 1 and min 1?
Please again ask the question, dear.
Ma'am, in this procedure, how we find out max 1 and min 1 to be 10?
We find out max 1 and min 1 to be
10.
10. 10 here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
The first if condition says, the first if was saying if P is equal to R, then max and min is equal to, in that case, this is equal to A of P. So max 1 and min 1 here is 10 only. Max 1 and min 1 कौन सी कॉल की है ये? जब आपने इस कॉल को ब्रेक किया था तो एक कॉल हुई थी 1 से 2 के लिए, एक कॉल हुई थी 3 से 3 के लिए.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Is it now clear to all of you? Should we see the analysis algorithm and running of the algorithm is clear?
Ma'am, one doubt.
Yes, dear.
Ma'am, where are we initializing max 1 and min 1?
You are not understanding the point. I am not initializing max 1 and min 1 anywhere. This is algorithm. So these values will be returned. जो भी max और min यहाँ से return होगा, वो values इन दोनों में आ जाएंगी.
ओके मैम, मतलब जब हम कर रहे हैं तो हमने क्रिएट कर दिया. ठीक है, ठीक है.
Is it now clear to all of you?
यस मैम, यस मैम.
So let us see the analysis of the algorithm. There are 3 parts in which the algorithm is working. Initially, some constant statements are there. Then the divide and conquer part comes, and then some other constant statements are there. So if I'm trying to find the total time complexity for the divide and conquer approach for continuous max-min problem, I have 3 things here. The division time. This is dn is representing the division time. Then divide करने के बाद the recursion time. और जब recursion हो गई तो उसके बाद combined time. I'm again saying I'm having my division time, recursion time, and combined time. So if I'm trying to see division में कितनी देर लग रही है मुझे, mid calculate करना है, single statement of the order 1 time. Mid calculation is independent of the size of the list. It will take only a single statement to execute.
Yes, ma'am.
Recursion time is कितनी calls कर रहे हैं हम?
Ma'am, n by 2.
No, we are doing 2 recursive calls. The number of recursive calls I am asking.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
2 times max min was being called. एक max min function की definition में कितनी बार max min call कर रहे थे हम? We were calling it 2
2
times.
bar, yes.
So we
Yes,
are
ma'am.
calling it 2 times, and the size of the new problem that is being called is initial size का half. Both case में p से mid तक we were calling, and mid plus 1 से r तक we were calling. So initial से n से the problem has reduced to the size n by 2. But since we are calling it on both the halves, so 2 times the problem has been called recursively. And while combining takes the comparison. One if is for checking minimum out of the 2, other is
And 1 max.
1 for checking the maximum. So you can say it is of the order 2 time, or it is also a constant time which is being taken. So 2 comparisons are required to find the minimum and maximum element here. So now if I'm trying to find the equation for this particular, so what will be the equation that comes out here is, and if you solve the equation, what will be the answer?
I'm using master theorems, we can do it, right?
Any theorem you apply, I have no issues. Technically, 2 comparisons are here. If I am saying that Tn is equal to 2t of n by 2 plus 2, if this is this, and if I keep on breaking it, just by, instead of using any theorem you can use, I'm again saying, I'm just giving you an example. So this becomes 2t n by 4 plus 2 remains as it is. Again you break, the same thing remains. So this is actually 4t of n by 4 plus 4. यही आएगा ना? You will again break it, and this continues. Yes or no? This continues till you have reached a list of 2 elements or 1 element. So if you try to find out till the last element, if you try to equate the total number, the total amount at the end, this comes out to be, by the sum of series, if you're finding out, it comes out to be 3n by 2 minus 2. So what I am trying to deduce here by this, the only thing that is being trying to deduce over here is that the number of comparisons were initially 2n minus 2. 2n minus 2 से number of comparisons को reduce कर दिया गया है. Although the complexity still remains of the order n. Asymptotically, complexity was earlier also of the order n, now also of the order n. But earlier, the number of comparisons were 2n minus 2. Now the comparisons have been reduced from 2n to 3 by 2n minus 2. This is also an improvement in the execution time, when we will be having huge list and we have to calculate the max and min simultaneously out of the list. Supposedly I want to calculate entire आपके batch के all the IT students, I want to calculate the maximum marks and minimum marks out of all the subjects throughout all the semesters for all the branches, just to know कि university का max और min क्या है. In that case, this will also make a difference. Are you understanding? When the problem size increases, then the
Yes, ma'am.
complexity, even this much difference in the complexity is going to make a difference in calculating how much time is going to be taken. So a few seconds difference would come out when calculating such big differences. Is the problem and the analysis of the problem clear to all? The number of comparisons have now, this is the number of comparisons. Complexity asymptotically is still of the order n, but the number of comparisons has been reduced from 2n to 3n by 2. Minus 2 remains the same. So this is 1.5 into n minus 2. This is 2n minus 2. Is it clear to all of you?